pass array as a parameter. So in this lecture, let us learn how to pass array as a parameter. So in the line number 3, we are writing function prototype for passing array as a parameter. So the first parameter is what? A pointer, which will receive the arguments. Are we clear? So the first parameter is arguments and the second parameter is the value. Are we clear? So let us learn how to pass array as a parameter, and so let us learn how to pass array as a parameter. Are we clear? So now, so in this program, we have created an array. Okay. Then now we want to pass. So the function call is what? Display. And we have to pass the starting address of the array. So the starting address of the array can be passed using what? The first element is what? A of 0. So either you can pass ampersand A of 0. Okay. This is one way to pass. Okay. And the number of elements are what? 5. So we have 5 elements to pass to the array. So the what is the first element? Address and starting address and the number of elements. Are we clear? So we are passing address as a parameter. So the first parameter is address and the second parameter is value. Okay. So now let us close this function. Now let us start writing display function. So void display. Okay. So int star p comma int n. Now what this function will do clearly? Now please go through the function. Now here the starting address of ampersand A of 0, which is the starting address of array, which will be stored in p. Whereas the number of elements in the array are what? 5. That also will be stored in the n. Are we clear? So that here you can write a simple program. Okay. So here what we do, we'll create a temporary variable for I is equals to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. Okay. And here what we do, here we'll write how to display the array. Okay. So here we'll write how to display the array. So here what we say, printf, okay, \t and printing the values. So %d and a of i. So which will display the values to the array. Are we clear? So here you are able to do what? Printing the values of array using a parameter. Okay. So displaying array values you are displaying. Are we clear? So please observe the function. Okay. Here what we are doing, we are passing a starting address. Okay. So we know already the starting address is nothing but the name of the array. So ampersand A of 0 or A, both are same. Are we clear? So first let us execute once. Once we execute, now let us summarize the program. Now what is the parameter you have taken? P. So here instead of A, you can give P. So A is also a pointer. P is also a pointer. So in the main function, array is A. So in the main function, array of values are passed by, accessed by A of pointers. Whereas, okay, so in the main array is accessed using A, whereas in the display function, array is accessed using P, because the starting address of the A is stored in P. So we are now let us compile this program. Okay, so let us compile this program, array pointers dot c. Okay, now let us compile the program. So there are no errors here. Now let us run the program here. Okay. So let us run the program, which will display the number of elements from 11, 22, 33, 44, and 55. So that means what? Here we are passing starting address as a parameter, which is stored in a pointer p, and p is accessing the values. Okay. So here the p of I indicates what? Star of p plus I. So this notation is equivalent to p of I and star of p plus I. Both are same. Are we clear? Now let us do a small change here. Instead of sending ampersand a of 0, we can also send a comma 5. That means what? Ampersand a of 0 and a both are same, because always array name indicates starting address. Because always array values are stored in contiguously, and the starting address is stored in a pointer, internal pointer array name. Okay. So always whenever you create an array, automatically one pointer is created which will point to the starting address. Is that clear? So array name and ampersand a of 0 both are same. Now let us execute the same program once again in order to make sure. Let's get the same output so that we can prove that how to get this. Now, if you observe the output here, now the previous output and the present output both are same. So once again execute in order to see you people. Okay, so we are displaying the array 11, 22, 33, 44 in 55. So the display function got executed, and we are passing array as a parameter. Are we clear? So how you are passing array as a parameter? Name of the array and number of elements. Are we clear? So name of the array and the number of elements are passed as a parameter. Are we clear? So the name of the array is nothing but the number of elements. Name of the array means the starting pointer. The array name itself is the name of the array. Are we clear? So hope you understand this program, how to pass array as a parameter. Are we clear? Now let us go through further. Now here we are not mentioning any return type here. We are writing a void. So whenever you are not returning any value, we will write void as a return data. Are we clear? So when you return some value, we will write some integer or float as a return value. So for your understanding, let us find out minimum and maximum in this array. Let us find out minimum and maximum. So how to find minimum and maximum? For that, we are writing one function called as minimum maximum. Okay. So here we are writing the return data type is int, and minimum of the array, and the array name is what? Array. So we will pass array as a parameter here. So int star a comma int n as a parameter. Are we clear? So we are passing now array name, okay, as a parameter. So what we do here? Now let us write int, okay. So minimum of the array, okay. So we can also say array min, or else we can change the function name to min array, okay. And we are writing a function min array, okay. More meaningful, get min array. Now the list of parameters are what? Int star a comma int n. And how to find out the minimum? We already know. So how to find out the minimum? Declare a temporary variable, okay. So int min, okay, which is equals to initially a of 0, okay. And how to find out the minimum? For, okay, I is equals to 1, I less than n, I plus plus, and we are passing if min a of I less than min. If this condition is true, min is equals to a of I. Min is equals to a of I. And after that, once the work is completed, finally you will say return min. Now in this return min statement, if you observe, what is the minimum variable? Integer. So that's why we are passing integer as a return data type. Are we clear? So before only we are writing return data type as int, and this function will return integer value as a return value. In the previous function, in a display function, it is not returning any value. That's why we are writing void as a return value. Whereas here, it is writing int as a return value. Are we clear, everybody? Now, like this, you can add one by one function and you can execute. And please observe, in the previous function, we are giving array name parameter as star p. And here we are giving parameter as star a, because the variables declared in one function will not work in another function. You can give any variable name. Are we clear? So you can give the same variable names, or else you can give different variable names. So this is about passing array as a parameters. And what is a return type here? Always when a function returns a value, what data type value it is returning, that will be mentioned in return data type. Are we clear? So now once you execute this program, now as the data is already started, you may think that it is returning a minimum value. So let us give in a different order: 22, 11, 44, 55. Now this array value is having different order, and we are calling a min array function by calling a comma n. Are we clear? Now let us compile this program. Okay, let us compile this program. We got some error here. Int. Okay, so here the value is what? 5. Okay, so if you get an error, if you correct, it will improve your confidence. Okay, so let us compile this program and let us run this program. Okay, the same output you are getting, because you are not storing a minimum value here. So min is equals to get min array and let us print here. Printf minimum of the array is equal to percentile d comma min. So here we have separated the calculation of minimum to a function. Okay, so we have separated a calculation of minimum to a function, so that this function will calculate minimum, and we are calling a min array, and we are storing it in a temporary variable called as min, and we are printing the output. Are we clear? Now let us see the output here once again. Now if you see here, the minimum of the array is what? 11. Are we clear? So this is about writing a function by passing array as a parameter. So please observe here, in two functions we have passed array as a parameter, where array name indicates starting address. So ampersand a of 0 and a both are same. So similar to min array, you can also calculate maximum array also. So how will you do? The same function name you can write it once again. Instead of you will write max. Okay, so wherever the min is there, you will write max, and we know already the comparison will differ. Okay, and we will write. Okay, so when how you will calculate max? Initialize the max. Okay, and we'll compare if a of I greater than max, then the condition is true, means what? Then max will be updated and we will return the max. Are we clear? So the same thing, we will write a prototype in the first beginning of the program, with terminated by semicolon. Okay, and similarly, how you pass min array, in the same way you will pass max array also. So now you can ask one question, sir, can't you write min and max both in same function? Of course we can write in same function, but the function can return only one value. Are we clear? So if you want to be displayed minimum maximum in the function itself, you can call by return data type void and display there itself. So what you do first, let me execute this program. Okay, so max, and maximum. So now please observe here what you have done. You are calling the maximum function, okay, and the max array program got executed. Okay, so this is a maximum function. Are we clear? Now let us understand this concept here. So we are calling what? Max array function by passing array as a parameter. Okay, and the number of elements are what? 5. So the starting address of A will be stored in a pointer A, and the start number of elements 5 are stored in N, and we will calculate the maximum of the array. Now let us compile this program, and let us have some. Now you have to declare the maximum. Then okay. Now let us have a execution here, and we got an output minimum and maximum. I think we got 11 only. Why we got 11 here? We have to display a variable. So always it is suggestible to always type the program from the beginning instead of copying a paste. This kind of errors and different warnings and outputs will get. Okay, so the minimum of the array is what? 11, whereas the maximum of the array is what? 55. Okay, so minimum maximum we know already, but the only difference is what? We are able to pass array as a parameter. Okay, now our doubt was what? Can't we write minimum and maximum both in the same function? Yes, we can write, but using a return statement, we can return only one value. If you want to return both the values, using return statement is not possible. Okay, so that's why we are using two functions. Are we clear? So what we do is, now let us write a bubble sort technique or as a selection sort technique, so that how to write a bubble sort and how to write a selection sort. I think today one of the student is asking about how to do linear search, how to do binary search. Are we clear? Now let us write linear search using functions. Are we clear? So how to write a linear search in this program? So let us write a fresh program so that in order to understand more clear. Are we clear? Okay. So let us write bubble sort, linear search program. Okay. So program to demonstrate searching techniques. Okay. Of course. So let us take searching techniques. Not only searching techniques, we are also learning searching techniques using function. We are passing array as a parameter. So I am typing the program from the beginning so that you will understand more clear. Are we clear? So getting a program is very easy because we can browse from the net. It is not a big point, but please learn how to write a program, how to compile, while what are the different errors you get and how to correct. So please learn in this kind of way, people. So hash include stdio.h. So I'm writing from the pin to pin, from hash include to each and every point. Are we clear? Now in this program, we are writing everything using functions only. Are we clear? So we are writing everything in using functions. Let us learn carefully. Are we clear? So what we do,